What it do, what it do, how y'all feeling? Welcome to Ash Neil's Radio. I am your host, Ash Neil. That is I. So, we talking to y'all. Yes. Now, I know you guys heard about this brawl in Cincinnati where a group of black folks was seen beating on a white couple. Yes. Well, this case here has been a deciding factor on what we want to call as a racial attack. Yes, we have people all over the internet calling this a hate crime. I think the city officials are trying to charge them as a hate crime. And it's funny to me because in Cincinnati, Ohio, people are forgetting the actual hate crime that went on months ago. But it's okay. We're going to cover that here. So I want to go over this story because if we'll just say it like this, we're done with your outrage. We are. All this, First Amendment right, freedom of speech to disrespect black folks all day and feel like there's going to be zero consequences. Sorry, it's not happening. So I heard that this fight stemmed from some white guy slapping a black guy, and then the black guy fired on him, and then he got his ass whooped. And they threw in a couple N-bombs and some more shit, and it got bad. So the community is not going for it. No, you even have city officials said that those white folks had it coming.
As pushback continues and this grows into a national story, local leaders are now trying and get a hold of things. Mayor Aftab Puraval, as Karen was saying, is returning from his family vacation in Canada. He's now set to hold a news conference. That's going to happen tomorrow afternoon.
He said probably around 3 p.m. or so. Meanwhile, controversy within City Hall. Cincinnati City Council members now calling out their colleague after controversial comments made on social media by President Pro Tem Victoria Parks. And WLWT News 5's Danielle Dindak live at City Hall right now with the strong words from the Cincinnati Democrat. Danielle.
Mike, from the jump, we tried to work to verify this comment. Not only did Parks say that she is the one responsible, but she doubled down and backed it.
That's right.
This woman should be run out of office.
U.S. Senator Bernie Moreno dishing out harsh criticism for Cincinnati Council President Pro Tem Victoria Parks in her now viral Facebook comment. It reads, quote, "They begged for that beatdown. I am grateful for the whole story."
She shouldn't spend one more second on city council. And I'm not playing around here.
The controversial two sentences started circulating early Wednesday. I reached out to Parks' office and was told she was on vacation. She later confirmed to WLWT that she stands by the post. I also sent this email to all Cincinnati Council members, along with Mayor Puraval.
My opinion on it is the same as is for the video. Violence is violence and should be condemned wholeheartedly.
I think our job as elected officials is to reflect a moral compass of our society and our city. It's incumbent upon us as elected leaders to step up.
Cincinnati Council members Seth Walsh and Mark Jeffries are among the growing list of elected officials in the city speaking out on Parks. Councilmember Mika Owen shared, quote, "Councilmember Parks has been a civil servant in Cincinnati for decades, and her service is deeply appreciated. However, making comments that inflame a violent incident is never acceptable." Mayor Puraval also weighing in, saying, "I disagree with Victoria Parks' comments. No one deserves to be a victim of violent crime."
Now, the vice mayor also released a statement. She said, in part, "We do not condone violence." We have her entire statement along with the statements from everyone I just mentioned in that story right now on WLWT.com. One other thing I do want to mention here, Parks is not seeking re-election. Reporting tonight at City Hall.
Why you don't just cover the whole statement now? But yes, she doubled down. She said straight up, what do you mean? It is what it is. I don't call for violence, but these people had it coming. And I feel them. Because people want to forget what's been going on in Cincinnati, Ohio. They don't even care about what's going on in Cincinnati, Ohio. You got people all over the place. Yes. Yes, you got the right wing groups like Benny Johnson. Benny Johnson had a lot to say about this case, and this is where it gets funky, because it almost seems like, and he was called out by Chris Cuomo, that some of these people are stoking a racial divide and want this to be bigger than what it is. Because what we all seen was just, some white folks getting their ass whooped. That's it. They want to make this a beginning of a racial war brought on by black folks.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Let's say hypothetically there was a group of young white men that were roaming through a country music festival to find elderly and middle-aged black couples to beat them senseless within an inch of their lives, and the reaction of every other white person standing around was to cheer them on.
Already, the framing is disgusting. You heard him? Imagine if a group of white folks was going through a jazz or country festival and just was looking for people to beat the hell out of. Is that what happened, Benny? Come on, Benny. Come on, Benny. Be real. Be real.
And to film it, to upload the videos.
Nah.
That would, of course, be wrong. You would disavow it, and so would I. Be hideous. And I would want those people brought to justice.
You're right.
Of course, there would be a lot of national news stories. Every individual involved, every person that ever uploaded or cheered for this would have their lives destroyed, and rightfully so. So why is it okay when the races are reversed? Well, you know the answer to that question. Because we live in a post-George Floyd world where the corporate media still believes it's naughty to point out what is clearly obvious to us, which is that there are some parts of our country that are a zero-trust society and white people are targeted.
Some parts of our country is a zero-trust society. And white people are tired of it. What part of the country is a zero trust society, Benny? Talk to us, Benny. Come on.
And this just happened in Cincinnati. I'm not going to show you the videos because they're horrifically violent. You can find them on social media. Mm-hmm. If you have the guts, I encourage you to go watch them.
Mm-hmm.
But let me describe them to you here accurately. A group of young black teens roam through a jazz festival in Cincinnati and target the rare white couple, middle-aged white couples that can't defend themselves.
So Benny says he's going to start this shit off by saying, let's speak some truth about what's going on. I'm not going to show y'all the video, so I'm going to go ahead and speak accurately about it. And then he said a group of teens. Benny, they were teenagers? Are you sure they were teenagers, Benny? I don't even know if they were teenagers, but it looked like from the mugshot that they don't look like teenagers. But then Benny says, they were roaming around a jazz festival. Benny, what teenagers are roaming around jazz festivals? Come on, Benny. I thought we was about to be real about this story. Come on, man. You are trying your hardest to make it seem like the adolescent community and the black folks need to be fucking policed and looked at. Look at what's going on. These teenagers are roaming around harassing white folks. It was a bunch of black folks enjoying jazz, and these white folks started tripping. Come on, Benny.
Dark of night, and they get brutally beaten, including a woman who gets knocked totally unconscious. Looked like she was dead for a considerable while by a young man who looks her straight in the face and just knocks her out.
Young man.
Beating a woman in the street.
Benny said young man. He said that. I'm going to show y'all the video. But I bet you that dude is older than Benny.
It's animalistic. It's evil.
Animalistic.
It deserves to be called out by everyone. Thank God President Trump and his administration are taking this very seriously.
Are they?
A white couple is brutally beaten at a jazz festival by a black teen mob in Cincinnati and zero national coverage.
Who said that? Hold on. Let's go back real quick. Hold on. I want to see that. Hold on real quick, Benny, because you posted somebody else's statement.
Cincinnati and zero national.
And you posted somebody else's statement. All right. It says, who is this? End weakness. Okay, so for Benny's credit, end weakness is the one that said it. Okay. A white couple was brutally beaten at a jazz festival by a black, in quotes, teen mob in Cincinnati yesterday. Zero national coverage. Now, Benny went on to say, after reading that opinion from someone else, he said that is true. Are we sure these were teenagers? Are we sure? Because if not, you're already lying.
A white couple is brutally beaten at a jazz festival by a black teen mob in Cincinnati and zero national coverage. That's true.
That's true.
There was zero national coverage. Now, because we have been posting about it, talking about it, and many other influencers, whatever you want to call them, online, have been sharing the videos. Some outlets have picked it up. Brutal brawl in downtown Cincinnati leaves victims bloodied. Police launch investigation. Police chief condemns the viral videos of the violent attack. Nothing short of cruel and absolutely unacceptable. This is what a zero trust society looks like.
Really?
A man in a white t-shirt appears to be shoved to the ground. Two other men mercilessly beaten. There were multiple instances, by the way, of white people being attacked in Cincinnati. A woman included, joining in the beating. The man's head appears to be stomped on multiple times. The man continues to be battered for 50 seconds as he is helped back up to his feet.
Who helped him
This
up?
happened on Friday night.
Who helped him up, Benny? Come on.
At a jazz festival in Cincinnati.
Remember what Benny said. He was knocked to the ground and helped back on his feet. Watch when we see the video. I'm going to show y'all the video.
He fell back down. People responded to help the man back up. One man could be heard saying he's drunk. Eventually gets back up on his feet. Is bleeding from his head and mouth. A woman then appears to rush to the man's aid. She is then attacked by the crowd. She suffers 2 brutal blows to her face, sends her slamming down on the pavement. She appears to be knocked unconscious on the pavement. When you're knocked unconscious and you hit the cement, you could do serious brain damage and you could die. It looked as though she was dead for quite a while. We don't have a status report on her. She is seen moving in the video afterwards. Cincinnati police chief told Fox News she is disgusted by the brawl. This is the police chief? Okay. It isn't unclear who the initial aggressors were. The man and the woman are seen beaten in the video.
Wow. It said, and Benny read it. He read it correctly. It is unclear who the initial aggressors were. That might be key in this case, Benny. Who were the initial aggressors? I'm going to show y'all the video in a minute.
They're white. The vast majority of the crowd is made up of black assailants. The identity and condition of the man and woman are unknown. The behavior displayed is nothing short of cruel and absolutely unacceptable. Our investigative team is working diligently to identify the individual involved in causing harm. It is important to clarify this was a sudden dispute between individuals involving a verbal altercation.
They wanted to clarify that this was a dispute from an altercation. Benny, I thought it was a bunch of just some random black teens roaming a jazz festival that just wanted to beat up some white people. That's what you said. Benny, that's what you said. And then you read that this stemmed from something prior. How truthful are you being with us, Benny? Come on, talk to us, Benny.
This makes me very angry. These kind of like these mealy mouth explanations.
They don't.
Local news report.
Right.
Here.
It's because they don't support your narrative. You wanted it to be the angry black teenager who was roaming around trying to beat up white people. That's what you want it to be. And then when you got to read it for your audience, it was a dispute. We don't even know who started it, but it's, from a previous altercation. You're like, shit, I hate these reports. Get the fuck out of here.
From the local station, CPD investigating violent downtown assault captured on video that appears to have left at least 2 injured. The thing that I can't tolerate on this kind of stuff is like, everyone had it coming. No, they didn't have it coming. You're going to have to show me, and for me to like take this back, you're going to have to show me video of these white people attacking the black people physically, beating them, and causing, bodily skull damage and so on. You're going to have to show me that.
Damn.
I'm a proponent of defending yourself with equal force. I'm a proponent of that. I live in a castle law state.
Okay.
We cheer that on this program. But there's zero evidence of that happening.
There you go. He's flailing. I don't know if this was a live stream or if it was pre-recorded. It almost seemed like it was a live stream, and he read it fully in front of his viewers. And now he's like, these local reports, they're making me look stupid. This was not no dispute. This was literally evil black people. What the hell? We need to do something. Hey, he's mad. He's like tripping. They literally came out with the actual report of what happened. Locals, not like foreign or people from other states streaming on their YouTube channel like Benny. Nah, people that actually live in the city. These local reporters came out and said, "Oh, we got the story, Benny. Here it is. Read it." And you're like, this it's bigger than this story. There's more
in
to
fact,
it.
It's the opposite. That is true. The crowd seems to be cheering on the attacks and encouraging them. So charges for everybody in that crowd, please.
Whoa.
Zip them all up. Why 0 stories, says Elon Musk to 40.
Charges for everybody because they sat there, watched it happen, cheered it on, and recorded it. Zip them all up, is what Benny said. All right, Benny.
1 million
Give you another
views, true.
10 seconds.
0 AP News stories about the attack. 0 Fox News stories about the attack. We just played this Fox News, so we've been trolling Fox News into actually publishing this. New York Times, NPR, ABC, NBC, CNN, Washington Post, MSNBC. Nothing. You have a racialized, targeted hate crime on video.
Bam.
Without dispute, and nobody decides to cover it. And you know why. Modern audiences. Doesn't fit the narrative. Blacks beat.
You see that? Hate crime. They want it to be a hate crime. Even though they got the news, they want it to be a hate crime. Let them continue. Let me hear it.
3 elderly white people within an inch of their lives in Cincinnati. By the way, this is targeted. There are multiple videos of this happening to multiple couples. It wasn't just one couple. What this seems like is a flash mob that was dead set on attacking white people. Media crickets. Weist posts an "It's okay to be white" sticker. The media. It's completely wrong.
Yeah. You know what, Benny? I don't even care no more because I already know you're lying, and you just want to stoke fear, and you want to like bring up a race war. You want to start a race war that you won't be able to handle. Guarantee it. But as the media decided to cover this story accurately, you decided to smear them. Tell them that they had it wrong. They're lying. I got the truth. No, you don't. This is new Benny. This is new video. Raw footage, Benny. Okay? raw footage of what happened to these white folks and how it started. Hold on. Got you. Now hold up. Hold on. Let's start that over because they are on their feet, right? These white folks are on their feet discussing with these black folks something. They're discussing something. Let's see. Frame by frame. Okay, so you got one dude right here squaring up with this white guy right here, right? This guy in the shorts, he looked like he's trying to stop it. And he looked like he's black. But let's see. I don't know. I'm just going frame by frame.
Oh, y'all almost made it with no.
Okay, so as you can see, they are still on their feet. Nobody has got hit. It is a verbal altercation. Okay, so we're going to watch this guy here, this white guy, right? And this guy in the shorts who looked like he was trying to stop it, but maybe the one end up hitting the white guy. Let's see. But to be honest with you, it don't look like a bunch of random teens roaming the streets. Oh, wait, it wasn't him. Okay, so something happened over here. Okay, what happened over here? Okay, now he's getting his ass whipped. We can't hear what's going on. Okay, we got one white guy trying to defuse the situation, right? Okay, maybe not. He's holding a couple black folks back. Let's see what ends up happening. This looks like the lady in question that got hit. I'm just gonna go frame by frame. Let's see. Bam! Oh, he got hit. Okay, he got hit. Let's see what happens. Okay, wait a minute. This black dude is literally trying to keep the parties away from each other. Benny?
Dan, he needs your help, man. He needs your help. He needs your help. He needs your help. He needs your help.
Hey. Man, dang. Walking up, getting closer. Get some audio. All right. So okay. Oh, kicked it. Oh. Was that a brother telling him to stop? Okay. Well, It looked like that brother was backing up and getting ready to defend himself as the white guy was advancing. Let me see that again. Let me see that again. Let's bring that back. Oh yeah, he's walking up on him. Still walking up on him. He's closing the distance as the black guy is backing up. Black guy throws a punch. It was a little unorthodox, but to defend himself. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Another black guy walks up.
He's 62.
He looked like he just got beat up.
62 years old.
He's still trying to chase down the black guy. Look at this. Benny, look at this. Leave the brother alone. Look. Ooh. Ooh. Did you hear that? Get what? Get him. Get that what? Hold on. Benny, did you hear that? Hold on. Wait a minute. And the whole crowd said, oh, wait a minute. Benny, this looked like where things turned. I don't know. Why did he say that, Benny? Look at this, bro. Benny, this looked like a black guy. He doesn't look like a teenager. He looked like he's trying to defuse the situation. But this aggressive white man will not stop advancing to the other brother while calling him the N-word. Huh? You want to talk about racial? I believe you. You know what? I agree with you, Benny. Shit. Okay, bro. He said this hit me. I wonder why. Because that's what they said. They said in the beginning of this that a white guy slapped a black guy after, some verbal altercation, and then he got beat on. Now, if he's so comfortable with using the word now, how do we know he didn't use it then to spark this? As the report said, we don't know who's the initial aggressor. This guy seems like he had it coming, Benny. He was the one that made it racial. This guy.
I'm a 62-year-old man.
We almost. Oh, he said it. He said this and we're hit.
Okay, bro.
See, even this brother, he wanted to fire on him. Oh, he wanted to fire on him. Oh. But he didn't, Benny. He's like, all right, bro. Kill it. Done. Stop. Leave it alone. It is what it is. It was a brawl. It was a fight between y'all. Why are you dropping these N-bombs like that, homie? You lucky I don't fire on you, 62-year-old white man. But hey, Benny want everybody to believe that, people just stood around and didn't help, laughed and recorded it and cheered it on. I'm a
62-year-old man. We almost made it without no drama.
And that's why she didn't take her shit back. She said, hell no, I don't take what? She doubled down. Like, nah, them white folks had it coming. And when you think about it in that context, which I'm going to bring the original video out for you guys, is basically, it did look like them white folks were starting it. It did. Personally, to me. I don't know about y'all, but it did to me. Because the way Benny tried to frame it as some kids did this. Some kids were some teenagers were roaming around a jazz festival trying to find some white folks to fight. That is disingenuous. He know it. He know that that's why they do it. This is why they do it. They want to stoke fear. They want to stoke division. They want everybody to look at this video on X that I'm about to show you guys and interpret this as a hate crime against white people with no context, right? And then the story started to come out and everybody said, oh, it's bigger than that. Let's see this video. Okay. Hold on. So for context, the way that Benny said there was nobody helping, we clearly see there's brothers pulling other people off. There's some people kicking. Yes. Look at this guy. He's trying to help. Oh, another guy came in. Stop. You got some guys coming in to jump. Yes. You got some guys coming in to stop. Look, even that girl trying to help him out. A girl helped him out. A black girl. Benny, a black girl helped him up. Oh, shit. Whoa, what do we have here in this racial climate? This black girl had the nerve. What is she doing? She didn't get the word that we were trying to assault these white people, Benny?
Oh, shit! Hands down! Oh! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! My boy drunk! Oh!
Even the guy recording. Benny, you said everybody need to be zipped up. I don't know what that means. I guess zip ties or something. You want, like what, military police to come out with a bunch of zip ties and get these people? Just because they're recording. Okay, where's the crime, Benny? Where's the crime? You have black folks assisting. You want these people to be zipped up too, Benny? This guy is literally just enjoying himself as he's recording, and he's making, remarks like, oh, shit, this guy is drunk. Oh. So it may sound like he's cheering it on, but sorry, Benny, it's nothing for him to be arrested for. That's crazy. Look, he got helped up.
Damn!
Oh, that was a girl. Oh, and there it is. That's when she gets hit, right? Let's go back. Hold on. Let's go back to where she gets hit. Because that was the girl, right? And that's the guy that hit her, right? Let's go back real quick and see what happens, because this black girl comes up and hits her first, right? Oh, what is she doing over here? What is this white lady doing over here, Benny? Let's see, Benny. Is she being aggressive? Let's see. There she go. Push it. Let's see it again. Hold on. Because I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, Benny, that you didn't analyze it. Benny, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt that you did not analyze this video because you didn't want to watch it for your viewers or show your viewers. So I don't even think you watched it. But let's see what this lady does. Keep an eye on blue dress with pink roses, I think. I'm half blind. Okay, there she is. Okay, she looks like she is picking the guy up. She picked the guy up. Now that the guy is up, she's pushing the guy in the red back. She's pushing him back. Okay. Now the guy that hits her comes up. He comes up. This is what he does. He's just now coming up, and he sees her pushing him back. Right? Pushing. Now she pushing, and the black girl comes up. We don't know what she's saying. I don't know what she's saying. Maybe we can make out what she's saying. Let's see if we can hear. I'm going to be quiet for a second. But we can see her putting hands on the brother. Maybe she's trying to keep him from hitting the guy. Or maybe she's trying to get some licks in herself. But that is when the sister comes up and hits her. Damn. Right here. Now, what does she say? Let's see. I'm going to turn it up. Let's see if we can hear what she says. Let's give it some volume. Let's see if she's saying something hateful. I don't know because this is what's being said. All these people were being violent towards the black folks. Slapped one and said some racial slurs. So let's hear, because we already heard the other guy. Let's see. Damn. Oh. Bring it back one more time, DJ. Damn. Oh. That's what she got here. Yes, she was the aggressor. Sorry, she was the aggressor. She was the aggressor. Those people sat there and watched her push that guy in the red, say something, and then the girl in the white at first hits her. Then the other girl comes around and hits her, and then the brother hits her. So yes, sorry, this seems like self-defense because the guy in the red is no longer a threat to this guy. He's no longer a threat. That dispute has now ended. You have another guy trying to grab the white guy, saying, hey, all right, done, it's over. She is now the aggressor. Her. Let's watch it again. Damn! Why are you pushing? And pushing. Now watch this girl in the white. She's right next to her. She knows and can hear what's going on, Benny. And she takes off first. Either her or another one. But as this one is coming up, they all know what's going on, Benny. Sorry. Oh! Bam! Oh, shit! Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Hold on, let's bring that back. Somebody in the back. Hold on. Whoa. Somebody in the back, Benny said, y'all tripping. Huh. That sound like another black person. Benny. Benny, he's a spectator. He's sitting there watching like, damn, this shit probably was aggravated by these white folks. And these other brothers and sisters that y'all call a mob, a racial mob, probably went too far, right? And you have black folks in the crowd conceding, saying, oh, man, y'all tripping. I mean, I wouldn't have done it, right? Unless it was being done to me, right? I'm going to defend myself. But you can't vilify the whole crowd, Benny. when there's some folks saying, damn, bro, y'all tripping. I'll bring it back.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Y'all tripping.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Wait a minute. That's a black dude helping her up.
Wake her up! Help her up!
They helping her up. Oh, Benny, no, Benny, no. Benny, is that a black guy, Benny, helping her up, Benny? Are you sure, Benny, this was racial? Or was this just an attack? What they want to call a disagreement between two parties where they don't even know who the initial aggressors were. You, Benny, are spearheading. You said it. You trying to make Fox News. I've been trolling Fox News to cover this. And then when you tried to cover it, it said clear as day that it wasn't racial. You're like, oh, they're lying. I'll tell you the truth. Benny, this had nothing to do with race from the black folks' perspective. It wasn't a group of teens that seen a bunch of white couple that they decided to prey on, Benny. That's not what happened. So while you are calling for everyone to be arrested and zipped up, Benny, you got people like this guy who would beat your ass because he was there to help. And some other guys were literally saying they were tripping. But you can't sit there and not entertain what the community said that this came from.
Whoa!
It's crazy. I think it's crazy because this is Cincinnati, Ohio. And I'm going to show you what Cincinnati, Ohio this is. As Benny wants to make this a racial thing towards whites, we're going to show Benny what kind of Cincinnati, Ohio this is.
We're back now with a troubling story out of Ohio, where tonight a community is uniting after confronting a group of white supremacists who wave swastika flags on a highway overpass. The confrontation happening on the outskirts of Lincoln Heights, a historically black community. NBC's Antonia Hilton has more, and a warning: this report contains offensive images.
A hateful demonstration unfolding on an overpass in Cincinnati as more than a dozen people gathered, donning all black and waving Nazi flags, weapons, and yelling racial slurs.
Benny, did you hear about this? Did you hear about this, Benny? They were on the overpass yelling racial slurs, Benny. What did the police do? Let's see.
Community members quickly confronting the group. Right. Traffic camera video showing the moment those demonstrators rush back into a U-Haul truck and leave.
Look at this, Benny. They're in a U-Haul truck, Benny. On the overpass, Benny. What? Benny, look. They're blocking a lane, Benny. Look at that. You see this lane, Benny? They're blocking this lane. Not only, Benny, are they blocking this lane, they are faced the wrong way, Benny. Hey, Benny, mind you, they are parked the wrong way in the opposite lane, yelling racial slurs and waving swastika flags. Benny. So again, I ask, what did the police do?
Social media video appearing to show the same moment from the perspective of the demonstrators.
Burn
The crowd that drove them away, burning the swastika flags left behind. Local police responded to the incident on Friday around 2 p.m., but made no arrests. In a statement calling the gathering a
flew in there. You seen that? Made no arrests. Benny. They made no arrests. Why not? Look at how this cop, Benny. Check this out. We just seen the full picture, right? We seen the full picture of the U-Haul truck in the wrong lane, facing the wrong way, right? We seen that. But look at how the cop pulls up. Look at how he pulled up, Benny. Watch him. Look at him. Pulls right up.
Responded to the incident on Friday.
Drives right past him. No traffic infraction, nothing. Guess what he's doing, Benny? He's more worried about the black folks over there, not this. He doesn't care. He's seen this swastika sign. He's seen that. The cop did. And then he's seen that U-Haul back here that was facing the wrong way. Issued no ticket. But he raced past all the way over here just so he can keep the black folks in check.
Around 2 p.m., but made no arrests. In a statement calling the gathering offensive but legal.
The reason that I made the decision when I first encountered them that I was not making an arrest was because there was no law being violated. They were open carrying in accordance with Ohio's open carry law.
Benny, you heard it for yourself. Clear as day. Oh, we didn't make no arrests. There was no laws being broken. The whole community sat back like, wait, nah, bro, what are you talking about? That was a pushback, Benny. You didn't hear the ahs, the gaws, what? That's pushback from the community. Talking about that's bullshit. That was bullshit. For one, you had these people in a U-Haul truck, right? You're not even supposed to be traveling in the back of it. That is not a location for a passenger. There's not adequate seating. There is 0 seat belts. So Benny, for this guy to come out and look the community in the face and say, nah, there was no crime committed, no infraction committed, nothing. Everything was in accordance to law, even the way they carried their weapons. Really? I got to look up the law in Cincinnati, but are you allowed to carry weapons while being masked? Because that's another thing they did, Benny. So you're mad. You're mad at a couple white folks getting beat up from probably saying some racial shit we don't know. Even though some black folks helped them up. But the black community can't even get no help from the police department in Cincinnati, Ohio, when these racist fucking neo-Nazis came through stoking fear. Come on, man. You know nothing about Cincinnati.
And community leader Julian Cook demanding answers.
Right.
Were you surprised that no arrests were made?
Absolutely. We had questions about why there was no arrest made when there were clear violations of the law. For example, in the state of Ohio, it is illegal to ride as a passenger in the back of a cargo truck. We wanted to make sure, had these individuals been checked for warrants, these signs that were hung on the bridge, that's government property. That's vandalism.
Think about that one. I ain't think about that. That's vandalism on government property. You are a lease. The officers are a lease. Even with the U-Haul truck being faced that way in that lane and having passengers in the back while damaging government property, they were supposed to get a ticket. They were supposed to be ID'd. They were supposed to be checked for warrants. None of that happened.
The racist demonstration took place on the border of the historic black community of Lincoln Heights, the first black self-governing town to form above the Mason-Dixon line, America's dividing line between the North and South. To black residents, this location was no coincidence.
It is very clear. There's no way around it. This was an act of violence. We must not push that under the rug. It is not by chance that this happened in this community at this time.
Think about that one, Benny. It's not a coincidence that them racist sons of bitches chose Cincinnati that day. So you want to talk about the racial implications of this case? Let's talk about it.
The Jewish Federation of Cincinnati saying in part, "We will not be intimidated. We urge all citizens of Cincinnati to stand with us in rejecting hate and building a community where all people can live without fear or intimidation."
Who? The who? Look at here. The Jewish Federation. The Jewish Federation of Cincinnati. Cincinnati. Benny. I mean, the ADL, they never support. We had college students run into safe rooms, safe spaces because of the racial climate on college campuses. Cases went out, people would try to file lawsuits and all type of stuff, man, and it was rejected. It was rejected under the First Amendment, freedom of speech. These black kids were allowed to be tormented. They were allowed. It's like, oh, well, I mean, you know, maybe mean, but it's not illegal. Those people have the right to call them the N-word. So for these people to stand up now, the Jewish Federation, I don't even think they stood up because they seen swastika sign. That's it. Personally, that's the only reason why I think they saying something. They know that those white folks on that bridge with those swastika flags were the same white folks that said Jews will not replace them. So for this to happen, and this was like 6 months, this was 2025, right? Earlier this year, either last year, in today's age. I'm sorry, Benny, you can't call the black folks racist. Even the Jewish community called what these white folks did that day racist and intimidation.
Anger boiling over as residents reel from those blatant images and words of hate.
It cannot be legal to stand in the middle of the street and stop my truck and call me that word.
But remain determined. The Reverend and dozens of other community members marching to the overpass to show that hate has no home here.
Look at that.
We wanted to go to that spot to make it clear that we are resolute, that we are not afraid, that hate will not win here, that love will triumph.
Antonia Hilton joins us now. So, Antonia, we heard there in your report, no arrests were made. But what happens to this community? I mean, are they going to have to keep seeing these hateful protests right there in front of their face?
They'll be living with this for some time, Tom. Look, what they've been told by law enforcement is that a full investigation is going to be completed. And what typically happens in these cases is officers are going to have to go out, find people who might have dash cam video, who are driving by, neighbors who have Ring cameras, who saw the U-Haul pass through, for example. That can take some time. They'll have to review all of that and see if any crimes were committed. But of course, part of the challenge here, right, is as days go by, the pain is very much still there. Trust can be lost, and that is
exactly. And they don't even want to entertain that part. They really don't. They don't even care to. I'm gonna give you the perspective, because one thing they did not say. This is what they did not say. The fact that police officers actually assisted these terrorists, right? We know that neo-Nazis are a terrorist organization, right? I mean, that's what the FBI said forgive me, I could be wrong, but the FBI said they are. You have officers assisting, helping out these domestic terrorists. And that's the part that drives me crazy.
This afternoon, Evendale Police announced a plan to hire an independent team to review the actions of its officers. The department has hired 21 CP Solutions. That's a consulting firm led by a former Philadelphia police commissioner. The consultant will help the village evaluate what happened that.
Look at that. Look, think about this. Look what you're witnessing. You have body cam footage. This is body cam footage, right? Of a cop pushing one of these neo-Nazi guys back onto the U-Haul. What? So now the cop is engaging in an illegal civil infraction. He's giving him permission to get in the back of that U-Haul. You got this other cop pointing. I guess that's his scolding. You stay on that truck. Don't you get off of it. That's also giving permission to commit a civil infraction. They're not supposed to be back there. So yes, the community is correct that you guys are lying. And there should have been some kind of arrest, some kind of ticket issued, some kind of identification ran. But no, you guys were okay with this terrorism that went on in Cincinnati, Ohio.
That day and provide a review. Evendale has released hours of body cam footage.
Look at this. Look at that. This is the police officers' body cam footage. Again, meeting these neo-Nazis. Think about this. No, because I had covered this when it happened, right? Think about this. This is a school that they're meeting up at, an elementary school, right? This school is getting ready to end its session. So you have kids that are getting ready to get out of school. This cop is already out of his car and is walking up to a U-Haul, the U-Haul, that is pulling in. How did they know where to meet up at? If this wasn't coordinated, how does this cop even know that these guys are going to be at this school, at this part of the school? Mind you, this is a school. He could have been on the other side, but he's already out of his car walking up to where this entrance is. I don't know. You sure they don't have each other's phone number and they're talking? Are you sure the police department isn't assisting these neo-Nazis a little more than it appears? Did they inject these people into the city to stoke fear to these black folks? I don't know. This doesn't look good.
Showing multiple interactions between law enforcement and the neo-Nazi group who appeared that day. Laughlin school officials requested an investigation after the district saw footage of the neo-Nazi school officials requested an multiple interactions between law enforcement and the neo-Nazi group who.
Look at this. So there's a cop in front, right? It looked like they're getting on the freeway. This doesn't look like the school. That don't look like the school. That doesn't look like the school. It looked like they're getting on the freeway
that day. Laughlin school officials.
Hold it right there. Hold on.
Requested an.
So they were escorted. The police escorted them. Check that out. The police had escorted them.
Requested and
look at that. They try to take it out the frame like a ghost. Hold on. The police escorted them. Let's watch this cop car disappear again. There's the cop car, right? It pulls in.
Requested and
then appears this U-Haul truck. Now, were both of these vehicles pasted in this video? Or did somebody edit this video?
An investigation after the district saw footage of the neo-Nazis on school district property just
Wow. Wait a minute.
Minutes before dismissal. Work is due to start on the review next.
Wait a minute. They literally tried to take the cop out of the video. Bring that back. Because I thought it was a fake video of them pulling into this to this location. But the U-Haul looked like he was told to go the other way, but the cop disappeared. How the hell did the cop disappear?
Officials requested an investigation after the district saw footage of the neo-Nazis on school district property just minutes before dismissal.
Backing up.
Work is due
and then
to
he's
start
going to meet
on
him in the
review
front
next week.
area where we've seen that video pick up. Now, pay attention to what he says. Pay attention to what he says.
Investigation after the district saw footage of the neo-Nazis on school district property just minutes before dismissal. Work is due to start on.
The community saw neo-Nazis on school campus minutes before dismissal. So yeah, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. Like the representatives say, those white folks had it coming. They begged for it. And with the police department and all these other city officials and Fox News and these right-wing commentators are now bringing light to what's going on in Cincinnati, but saying it's the black folks stoking racial fear. Nah, bro. It ain't gonna work. Sorry, Benny. That shit don't work. Not with us, not with nobody else. So I want this shit to get bigger. I want this story to get bigger because we are going to see more of these cases where the police department were showing some disdain towards the community, mistreating the community. There is video of one of these neo-Nazis handing out flyers in neighborhoods. Then he gets pulled over and the cop doesn't do nothing. Doesn't do anything. The guy was like, oh, well, shit, yeah, I'm out here just handing out flyers. And think about these flyers. We're saying, we coming. And black folks should leave. What? And the cop said, oh, well, there's no there. So he's allowed to leave these inflammatory messages on people's porch. Well, I think they was stapling it to the trees down the street. You know how you have a missing dog and you see that little sign and you walk up to it, oh shit, the dog's missing. Get the numbers, you see the dog, he got it. That's what this guy was doing. He's going around putting them on car windshields and stapling them to the trees and saying basically that we are coming and black folks should leave. And he didn't get arrested. So yeah, sorry, Benny. Cincinnati and those white folks had it coming. And we're going to see how big you make this case because it might just blow up in your face.